Hey Joe, this is Paul Heck with Grassfire Digital Marketing. Karen sent me your email and wanted to just reach out, show you this quick video of just some quick research I did on your website, some of your competitors, and what the search volume looks like down there in that Houston area for you. I approach things from your website and your Google business profile on how to rank that to get more calls coming to you. You know, Google looks at this from your website perspective in really three things. They're looking at the content on your website. Is it keyword rich? Does it educate the customer? Is it done in a way that AI can pick it up? Is there just enough of it? We always recommend at least 1,500 words minimum on your homepage to get just enough content around some of these keywords that we're trying to find. So content is still king. It's one of the first things that we do when we are working on a website to get that on there so that Google can pick you up. The second thing is like, how do we power up those keywords? How do we strengthen the website enough so that Google can find you? That's done with what we call backlinks. So these are outside websites that we may post a blog on, or it's a news article or something like that, that links back to your website to that keyword and passes some power on to you. So that's the second piece. Based on a lot of metrics on how strong that website is, there's different levels of backlinking that we do. The third thing is citation. So this is your name, address, and phone number listed on online directories. Doing that above and beyond what your competitor's doing is like building a bigger spider web. So it's like build a big web, build a strong web, and Google will start to rank you as the authority in the space. All of that said is like outside of the branding of your website, and that's another focus of ours, is having really good just messaging who you are, profiling your work really well, and even your team, if you've got a team. Those are all things that kind of go on the branding side of things that like hold people on your website. But the strengthening of the website is the overall SEO part. Now I'm going to show you kind of where you're ranking and what's going on. Your website, just as I looked at it, just doesn't have enough content on it. And that's one of the things that's holding you back right now. Another thing is there's some photography that we really need to update on there. Just the way some things are profiled look a little bit older. I'm not sure when your website was done, but I think you've probably got a good book of photography that we could really enhance your website in the way that it looks overall. Looking at commercial photography Houston, I just typed this in the search just to see who popped up. You've got a lot of people running sponsored ads. You've got Craig Washburn, this being brandtales.tv. And then you've got Bark and Thumbtack. Those are two sort of like lead generation type websites, kind of like an Angie's List. In the map section, you've got a couple of people that this 1133 Studios, Houston headshot photographer, Rob Greer, and then this Pixel Studios is sponsored. So we want to try to get you placed in that map section so that you've got another place there in the top three where people can see you when they search for commercial photography. And then in the organic, you've got this Laurie Perez that's pulling up number 1, and then Versa Creative is pulling up number 2. Dzunker is pulling up number 3. I'm going to profile a couple of those to show you some of the volume that they have and also some of the search terms that they're being ranked for. So I dropped your website into this program called Ahrefs. It allows me to see how strong it is. Your website's got some backlinks coming to it. It's just they're really weak overall, and you can see that reflected in this DR of 2.3 and a URL of 4.7. You're only being picked up by Google for 4 keywords, and you're only getting 5 traffic coming to your site each month. So that's something we definitely want to change for you. If we look at those 4 keywords, you can see that you do have a couple of the good keywords on there. You just don't have enough strength to really push them up in the search ranking high so that you're getting ranked higher for that. But you can see there's 80, 110, 120 just in those 3 searches right there of commercial photography. If I look at Laurie Perez, her website, this is sort of traditional what I see a lot of times with photographers in how they post their content on their website. It's very how do I say it? It's very artistic, I guess. Again, they've got some great photography on there, but just not enough content overall. She's got some, but there's definitely a way to push you up in the search volume by having some more and better content. Having a YouTube video is very powerful. That's something that you probably want. If you've got some video footage, we can link to YouTube. Google likes YouTube; they own it, and so that helps them push them up. But there might be some keywords kind of stuff back behind some of these photographs. But overall, she's lacking on content and is leaving herself a little susceptible to being overtaken by somebody who does it really well. Let's look at her site. She's got a lot of backlinks coming through 143 different places. They have some pretty good strength, 21 on the domain rating and a 13 on the URL. It's going to take a little while to get there to beat her out, but you can see she's getting 92 traffic coming to her website just off of those keywords. And if I look at those keywords, you can see some of the same things: Houston commercial photographer, commercial photography Houston, advertising photographer. I don't know if that's something you want to rank for. She's ranking #1, getting 15 traffic off of that. Good search volume on that, nationally 500. Commercial photography Houston, Houston commercial photographers, and Houston architectural photographers. So, there's definitely a couple hundred of search volume going on right there just for that. And she's getting some really good traffic off of that. Looking at the #2 site, Versa Creative is pulling up there. You can see they've got a lot of, they've got some content on their site. It's not a ton of content, but it's some, and they do have some keywords in that. Looking at just how they're doing, strong site overall, 52 on the domain rating, 12 on the URL. They're getting 27 traffic coming to this off of 12 keywords. Let's look at some of those. Commercial photography, Houston commercial photographer, really just a whole lot more in that same space. And they've got some national keywords on here that they've got some really low rankings on. So there's definitely some place to go there, although or move up in those areas. But it's something that if you're in Houston and you type in like advertising photographer, like if you're ranking pretty good there, you're going to pull up in the top search for that in that market. So definitely want to add some of those keywords on your page as well. But overall, what I'm seeing is the competition is pretty good for some keywords. Others, there's some really good search volume. I think it's a great idea to go after it. It is something that's going to take a little bit of time to really push up in the search for those, just because of some of the strong competition, but definitely worth going after. I hope this was informational and helpful for you. My name is Paul. I'm with Grassfire Digital Marketing. I really appreciate Karen connecting us, and I'd love to have a conversation with you, learn a little bit more about your business, where you're trying to grow, how you're trying to do that, and how we can help you, push forward in this next year. My number is 479-326-7899, or you can reach me on my cell phone, 479-445-8086. Thanks.